Peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 6:38. We made it to the fourth decan of the month, y'all. This is the decan of foundation and freedom, manifestation, and creating a cornerstone for the next month. Gang off in this thing. So, in this fourth decan of the month, we are in. Let's talk about the month first. This has been the month of health, wellness, and daily routine. This month of 6 was all about equality and finding equality between your internal and external selves, the facets of your internal and external selves, and how well they're blending and complementing each other, and how are you applying that to your habits, what you do on a regular basis, what are you teaching, what are you learning about, what are you listening to, what are you speaking on. In this month of 6, we worked on our space of invocation, our Mercurian space of intellect, our ear, nose, and throat space as we got in tune with our throat chakra. Well, the month of 6 was all about being of service. How are you serving yourself? How are you serving other people? How are you organizing yourself and managing yourself? And how is this assisting with other people? Finding purpose on how you help others and goals on how you help yourself. That was the energy of this month of 6. Now, on this day of 30, we are in a space of understanding, expression, and creativity. Our emotional self-sensitivities is on the forefront today, so be mindful. Some of my sensitive folks out there, my people still trying to learn how to deal with your emotional self. Because with your emotions today, you will be creating a foundation on this fourth decan of the month. You will be materializing. So please be assured that you spent the third decan of expression and emotion correctly and in alignment, especially as we had the waxing experience and the wanting experience in the third decan. Ashe? So in this wanting space, we're in the space of cleansing, and now we're in wanting crescent. So we're in a space of cleansing intangible things. Be mindful of what you create, with your understanding, with your bina, with your third sphere. Be mindful of what you manifest with your emotional self, and make sure it's something that you really want to stabilize in this fourth decan. We take that 3. Once we get that 3 all up in your cipher in alignment, we put it to the 6, and that brings us to humanitarian pursuits, a space of completion and giving birth. What are you giving born to, and how are you applicating this into your daily routine as we enter the month of 7, which is the month of God, celestial information and energy, right? So we spent all this time focusing on being equal with our internal and external self. So now in the month of 7, we get to really focus on our internal self. Ashe? Ashe? So, we love it here on this day of 9, being humanitarian pursuits. A lot of us want to create utopias and pleasant spaces for people, but in order to do that, you have to be amongst the people. You have to know what they need, what they require. You have to listen. You have to have a sense of understanding, empathy, and sympathy. You can't just go on putting yourself in other people's shoes. You got to look at the people in their own shoes. And that's where a lot of us get life fucked up at, in our space of leadership and giving and humanitarianism. We want to give what we want to give, which is cool, as long as you find that tribe that needs that giving. Now, if you're trying to force what you have to offer onto people who don't need it, you're not really fully fulfilling that energy of the 9. Ashe? So, we're in this 9 space because we didn't put our emotions and our expression and our creative self into this month of 6 of our health, well, daily routine, our habits, our moral and cycle code. And now we're going to take that 9 and add it to the year of 8. This is the year of building and destroying. This is the year of the dragon. This is the year of transformation. This is the year of the solar plexus chakra, the 5th sphere on the tree of life, with Hero Kahuti, where we are the enforcer, enforcing the internal law of Maya. And whoever is not in alignment with that law, we are destroying and rebuilding in that space. No two things can take the same place at the same time. So you're really learning that you can only serve one master. For me, that's master itself. Ashe. So anybody not in alignment with my master, with my self mastery, you got to go. And so you create whatever master you want. Some of you guys are still under the master of the United States. Some of you guys are under the master of whatever corporate government you're under. Some of you guys are under the master. You rather do the state government. Some of you guys would rather create your own nation. Some of you guys are like, I'm under the master of God. Whoever your God is. Some of y'all, want to play God wars. And my God is better than your God. And this God is over here and that God is over there. And whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. That's what the year 8 is for. You're going to build and destroy. It's because We're in the year of conception. We are conceiving. We are sexing to give life into the year of 9. So be mindful of what you conceive in this year. Ashe? So as we take that 9 of our humanitarian energy, our space of servitude, our philanthropist energy, giving whatever we gave birth to in this month of 6, and we're applying it into our solar plexus chakra. Allow this year 8 to eat up all them lessons and blessings and manifestations of the month of 6. Because now it's time to enforce those things in your space. 10 toes down. You hear me? And so when we take that 9 into the 8, it brings us to 17, intellect and God. We pre-game it for the month of 7, and we give thanks for the numbers for opening up the space for us to be able to do that, right? So now we have this knowledge of God. Now we know the month of 7 is underway. It's tomorrow. We go right back into the first decan of taking initiative energy in our relationship with God, Ashe. Whatever it is. And it's beautiful that's happening under the wand and crescent moon as we're still cleaning intangible things. So it's a beautiful alignment. We'll get into that later on. But now that we have this intellect of God, overall today is a day of 8. Today is a day of transformation, build and destroy. Today is the day of the solar plexus chakra on this day of soul. Because today is a Sunday. It's the day of the sun, right? Today is the day of Ra. It's Ra's day today, y'all. So say it with your chest. Where's your internal law at? You know, today is really a day to create that foundation of what it is that you wish to create based upon your intellect and your spiritual knowledge, your internal and external self, your 1 and your 7. Ashe? So let's talk about the astrological astronomical report. We start the day off with a 36% wanding crescent moon. We're rising at 1:17 a.m. and setting at 3:16 p.m. We are in Aries, new beginning energy in our tropical. That's our mindset space. Okay, we are in Aries in our sidereal space as well. So our happenings, new beginnings happening, and our happenings as they're happening in our mind today is lining up. And we started the day off being in Pisces constellation. So we got the last little bit of belief system probably happening in your dreams, and then you woke up ready for an Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? Sunrise at 5:33 a.m., sunsetting at 8:32 p.m. Saturn is stationary today. So I do astronomical reports for my people over here in the East Coast. I live in New Jersey. The Saturn retrograde started today on Sunday at 3:56 p.m. It begins. That's when Saturn is stationary and the retrograde motion begins until mid-November, November 15th. Mercury enters Cancer constellation today at 6:15 p.m. So now we have your ability to invoke nurturing spaces into your place, more intuitive spaces into your space. You know, really what you feel comfortable with. So allow, invocation under the moon, especially for my spellcasters, is definitely on 1,000 in transit space for y'all. Comet 13P Obers in Lynx constellation is closest approach to the sun. We call this perihelion in the astronomical world. And also this comet reaches the highest point in daytime, 16 degrees above the horizon. And no, it's not visible because it'll be the daytime, but you get to feel that ancient cosmic energy as comets have all the star dust and nuggets from the beginning of the solar system going across our skies. Ground yourself because we are rooted upwards and receive all that cosmic knowledge, y'all. Jupiter and Aldebaran, which is the eye of the bull in the Taurus constellation, the follower star, the brightest star in the Taurus constellation, are 5 degrees apart today. So you'll see Jupiter looking bright as it's sitting in that side of that Taurus constellation. Because even though we enter Gemini zodiac, where we're getting our luck and things like that in our mindset from our community, we are still materializing our generosity and luck with where our heart is at. The goal is to keep your heart light as a feather, especially during this month of 7 that we about to come into. Whatever is weighing your heart down, light it up, because there is no space for God in a callous heart. That's what I got for you today, my cosmic nobodies. Reach out if you would like a personalized reading. I love you so much.